Well, I'm Kenny Harbin, and I live in Palm Beach Gardens, actually just not too far from here, straight up the road a little bit off of Military Trail, less than a minute away. It's within walking distance, but I don't walk. I became a fitness enthusiast early, probably 19 or 20, and had incorporated that into my lifestyle even before I became a fitness professional. And sometime around, I suppose it was, early 90s, that fitness training became an actual profession and people started doing it for a living. So by mid-90s, I had transitioned into that. In all the places that I've worked, it seems like all trainers have their own individual style. Most everybody does some things that I suppose are conventional, but then they put their own personal touches on everything. So my style, as opposed to others perhaps, is a real tremendous emphasis on technique and form. As I've gotten older, I have found that that is, at least for me, it is the most important part of the training itself. Whereas I think when you're younger, you probably emphasize more about high intensity and heavier weights, but now to me it's much more about technique and form. I started here, I think it was 2010. It was at the same time as most of the other guys. We all came over from Planet Fitness. And at the time, I didn't know Matt and I didn't know anything about the gym, so it was just all a big question mark, I suppose. And I could tell pretty much from day one that it was just a very inviting and warm atmosphere. And I certainly have had not a single moment of regret. I'm very happy here. I think everybody is. And it's a great gym. It's just a great group of people to be around. And I love it here and have no intentions of going anywhere else. In dealing with people over the years, there seems to be a fairly common put it off to tomorrow attitude. And so what I tell people is, with each passing day, you're making it more difficult for yourself, because certainly if you start changing habits when you're younger, it's going to be easier to do than trying to change habits as you get older. So, so for the person who needs some sort of motivation to get started, you just have to take that first step. It can be a baby step, but you have to take that first step. But the thing is, once you start to experience changes virtually right away, and it changes not only the way that you see yourself, but the way that you see others and the way that you think, and it's a lifestyle change. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. And as you change that lifestyle, then it's something that you eventually just embrace and incorporate full time. But that's the whole key to fitness, is it has to be something that you're doing as a lifestyle as opposed to doing something that you don't want to do.